Hey friends, welcome back to the KidMin Word. I hope that you had a wonderful Memorial Day and that you're easing into this new week with fresh strength and encouragement. Yesterday we talked about honor, how God values it, and how we help shape it in the lives of kids. And today Paul turns directly toward parents and leaders. Ephesians 6 verse 4 says, "Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord." This is such a powerful verse. Paul gives both a warning and an invitation. What's the warning? Pretty easy. Don't provoke your children, right? What's the invitation? Bring them up in the Lord. That phrase, do not provoke, it carries the idea of discouraging, frustrating, or crushing the spirit of a child. And honestly, if we're not careful, even well-meaning adults can do this. Parents can, teachers can, church leaders can, children's pastors can, Sunday school teachers can. Sometimes we become so focused on correction that we forget connection. I took a phone call recently from a children's pastor. Her name's Melissa, and she wouldn't mind me telling this story. Melissa's on staff at a church in Ohio, and she had a little boy in her ministry named Carter. And Carter was energetic, loud, distractive. You know the type. The kid who somehow touches every object in the room, before class time even starts. Well, one Sunday, Melissa found herself constantly correcting him. Sit down, stop talking, focus. Carter, let's keep our hands to ourselves. And she told me on the phone that by the end of class that day, she realized something, that Carter had not heard a single encouraging word from her all morning, not one. And it hit her hard. She felt a conviction of the Holy Spirit, and she chose that next week she was going to approach things different. When Carter arrived, she gave him a big high five. She noticed when he helped another kid. She thanked him when he participated. And when correction was needed, because she still had to correct him, right? She was able to do it inside the safety of relationship. A few weeks later, this is why Melissa called me. This is so cool. Carter gave her a big hug after church and said, "I like church because you're happy to see me." Wow. Now that still gets me. Friends, listen, discipline matters. Yes, boundaries matter. Truth matters. Paul is not saying to avoid correction. He's saying not to crush the spirit of a child in the process. And this applies far beyond parenting. It applies to leadership. Think about your leadership, your ministry, the volunteers, the staff, the teams. People always flourish where truth and grace meet. Now, Jesus modeled this perfectly. He corrected people, but he also restored people. Right? He challenged people, but he loved people so deeply. And that is our calling too. So maybe this verse gives us each a leadership question to consider. Do the people I lead feel more criticized or more encouraged? This is really a sobering question because here's the thing. Healthy correction grows people. You've got to have it. But constant discouragement shrinks those same people. Now, you as a KidMin leader, you are uniquely positioned to be a life giver. You may be one of the few adults in a kid's life who consistently sees potential instead of problems. And that matters more than you will ever know. So today, let's each ask God for wisdom. Let's lead with truth, lead with consistency, but also lead with encouragement. Because our goal in children's ministry is not simply behavior modification. Our goal is discipleship. Friends, thank you for joining me today. I think this is week number 9 of the KidMin Word, which is crazy. Time is going by so fast. Tomorrow we're going to talk about integrity and serving faithfully, even when nobody notices. And I think that tomorrow's is going to be one that really encourages your heart. I'll see you then.